Hi, this is Joni Barrett with Out the Box Mind Body Studio, and I'm here to talk to you guys today about a movement pattern called a hip hinge. Now, hip hinge is in all of our movement, whether we're standing, reaching up on a shelf, doing yoga, Pilates, running, swimming, cycling. All movement involves a hip hinge, so it's really important to learn how to do it. So I have the pelvis here with me just to give you guys a lay of the land. So this is the pubic bone in the front. These are your sits bones at the bottom here. The sides are your iliums. I often refer to these as hip points here as I turn it around to the back, sacrum, and the tailbone. So at the very bottom is the sits bones, and these bones are designed to be, when you're sitting, you're going to be on them. When you're standing, they're pointed straight down towards the feet. And if you notice, whenever they're in their proper position, there's a little bit of a forward tilt here. Now, the tendency for most of us is to be back here into what is a posterior tilt. So we really want to be on top of those sits bones. So I'm going to go ahead and set the pelvis down here and just give you a little bit of a demo of how to do a hip hinge properly. So if you can set your feet up, it will help a lot by having the big toes touch and the heels slightly apart. As soon as you do that, you're going to feel like you're going to go back into your feet or back into your heels. That's where you really want to be standing. That's your weight bearing. Then you're going to take your hands onto those hip points. You're going to slide them down and find the hip sockets. From there, you're just going to push back a little bit, and that's going to start or initiate a hinging action. Abdominals will start to engage, and then as you come back up, you just do it in reverse. So I'm going to show it from the side. So again, my big toes touch, my heels slightly apart. That sets it up. You're going to find your hip points, come down, find those hip sockets, push back on the hip sockets, and you're going to feel like the butt is going back, because it is. You're coming forward, and as your torso comes forward, your butt continues to travel back. So it winds up behind the heels, and that's what we want to happen. Making sure we have our abdominals engaged. You should have a little bit of an in curve. So if I was going to keep going so I could pick up something off the floor, I would just continue to hinge, and the butt will continue to travel back behind the heels, and I continue to draw my abdominals in until I come down, find the object that I wish to have off the floor, and then I pick it up and right back up to standing. So that's a very basic movement, extremely important movement. So if you want to know more about how to hip hinge, come and check out some of my workshops. You can find them at otbfit.com. That's my website. You can also go to my Facebook page, Out the Box Mind Body Studio. Like the page, there'll be more information there. You can come to one of my yoga classes. We work on hip hinging in every class. And you can also go to my YouTube channel, Out the Box Mind Body Studio. And I hope you guys have a great day. Thanks for joining me.